थोड़ा लेफ्ट 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 दोघांचा
That's pretty much how it is, right? Women almost become invisible. Yeah, well, round of applause. Yes, got the point of that. So what a way for everyone here to kind of realize the emotion of women who are not seen as equals. I welcome everyone to the first ever press con with invisible guests, because it's only when you see someone as equal that you're actually seeing them at all. I wanted to come to you, Dr. Nandita. Akshara is known to be an ally in fighting gender biases at all levels, whether it's home.
It was about a wife and the husband, where many a times you see that the husband's time is more important. He is a decision maker, and he says, "It's okay, we'll manage." He says he'll manage, but eventually the wife or the homemaker has to manage everything. And the simple thing is taken for granted. That's the bottom of it. The moment in a relationship you don't take the other person for granted, everything is okay. And the first thing when you take for granted is the fact that you are not an equal. When you feel you're superior, so you are taking the other person for granted, and that's where it goes down.
Yeah, that's so true. And look, in fact, active on the film.
I saw the film earlier today, and so much of it is so true. That men, when you're living in hostels, you have roommates, you're fine doing the daily chores together. Someone is cleaning, someone is cooking, guests come over, and I have been part of this. I have lived for 2 years in a hostel. I was living in America with a dear friend of mine for over a year and sharing an apartment, and this is the life that we had. I'm absolutely, I identify with two boys being together and sharing this stuff.
Sir, left. Your left side, sir. Sir, अभी लेफ्ट में. Sir, मैम your left.
How are you guys?
Very good. How are you?
Good. So everything good? All right. All right. Now let me invite on stage Dr. Nandita Shah from the Akshara Center. Akshara is a not-for-profit women's organization and resource center working for the empowerment of women and girls from the last 2 decades. Making our society gender equal is the vision of Akshara, and Ariel is grateful for their support in spreading the message of Share the Load. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us today as we unveil the latest edition of the Share the Load film. So, we can So this special edition pack on its back label carries this very interesting illusion visual. So when you look at it for the first And with that we come to the last section of our event today. May I please request all the panelists to stand in solidarity with the message for this year. This is a reminder for everyone to introspect. Do we see each other as equals? With a very clear message that if we see equal, we also share equal.
सर थोड़ा नीचे
Okay, so this one represents the equation between two men living together, this one over here. And this one represents the equation between a husband and a wife. With the help of some statistics, we will look at how to establish how true inequality actually is. All right, Ritesh, you represent the men and husbands of the nation. A lot of pressure. Hence, you will be required to put the weights on this guy right here.
Okay, this one?
Yeah, that one. Which reads men versus men. Yeah, they already got the weights on.
Okay.
Janelia, you embody the woman of today who speaks for herself and will fight inequality of any kind. So you will be required to put weights on this weighing scale right here, which is men versus women. And we would like this.
Yeah.
You agree? All right. Let's cue to the next one.
Yes. So 70% of women believe that their weekend or holiday is less important than their husbands.
You put that here.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So Janelia, tell us about this one. Tell us why you think that.
Like I said, very often women are the homemakers at home. I mean, things are changing, but primarily we are homemakers at home. And the Saturday, Sundays, if you're working, then it becomes about catching up during the week on the Saturday, Sunday. And if you're not working, it's just another day. But you got. So yeah, I would agree with that.
Look here. Abhi center. Look at the center.